Hey there, this is Snowflake speaking. Today I'm gonna try something a little different. Instead of writing about the game, I'm actually gonna play it, and I'm gonna comment on it as I go. Okay? So this one's the red version. Along with blue, it spawned the craze we know as Pokémon, a worldwide craze that still lasts to this day. It's had its ups and downs, but it's still going strong after 12 years. So now we have our first encounter with Professor Oak. He basically tells you who he is, what he does, and then he asks you your name. So he introduces also what are Pokemon, which is actually relevant because it's the first game. Before then we didn't know what they were, of course. So now he's gonna ask you your name. And personally I named myself Jeff. That's not my actual name, that's more the way my initials can, but okay, for the sake of this game, I'm Jeff. And now he asks you the name of his grandson. I don't really understand what's the point because, I mean, it's his grandson. It's not like he has 50 of them or something. Well, maybe he has, but who knows? So we got a little more blah blah. It's not gonna be too long now. Gonna begin anytime now. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna set the text speed to fast, of course. Playing the SNES, okay. From my understanding, the N64 wasn't out yet when when Pokemon Red and Blue came out in Japan. Actually, it was Red and Green, but whatever. Now you saw me pick up that potion in the PC, of course, because I might need it later. Maybe not, but I hope not, because it would be pretty sad if I did need it. So the railroad track thing, I think that's an actual movie that exists for real, but what movie? I absolutely have no clue. So I'm going to check around town a bit. Yeah, whatever. So down south we have that guy. Technology is incredible! Yeah, there's a guy like that in the first town of every Pokemon game. He basically gives you the gist of the new things that are in the game, such as improved storage, etc, etc, etc. And here I am going to walk around Professor Oak's lab a bit, even though he's not there at the moment. Oh, hey, that's Blue. Stupid douchebag. You're so annoying. Yeah. The save option is on the menu screen. Yeah, of course. It's like in any game ever, really. Okay, so we're gonna check out Professor Oak's emails. Wow, I'm such a peeping Tom. I feel dirty. So basically it says blah blah blah. Come and see how you rate as a trainer at the Pokemon League, which is basically the ultimate goal of the game. Really, it's a rather free game. There's not much of a plot, but personally I never thought we needed a plot to fully enjoy a game. Of course, there are some games like Final Fantasy where it's better to have a plot, of course, but otherwise there are some other games like Pokemon where it's just not necessary. So we're gonna check out Daisy's house here. And the town map, that was really inconvenient back then. Now you can just scroll over wherever you want, but back then you didn't have that kind of freedom. And oh yeah, you came to save me from the evil Pidgeys and Rattatas that lurk in the grass. Oh, they're gonna kill you. No, but they might be pretty dangerous for human beings, even if they're just level 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. The Pidgeys might peck your eyes out, I don't know, even though they don't get pecked. Never had, never will. So now Professor Oak is going to let us choose. Both of us are starting Pokemon. honestly have no clue why he lets me choose first. I mean, I'm against his grandson. It's his own grandson. Personally, if I had a grandson and some bloke I don't really know, I'd let my grandson choose first. But the purpose is actually to give Blue a type advantage. So maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe from that point of view, yeah, I can understand why he'd let me choose first. So I'm gonna show you the Pokédex entries, even though they're not gonna be recorded in there when I actually get it. I'm personally gonna choose Bulbasaur because personally I have a preference for its moves, such as Sleep Powder. That's very nice. A sleep move, 75 accuracy. This is pretty good. Although in this game it learns it at level 55. That's 40 levels later than in every other Pokemon game. There's also a Razor Leaf, which when you evolve into Venusaur, it becomes an instant critical all the time in red, blue, and yellow because of that fucked up formula with the criticals and whatnot. My Pokemon looks a lot stronger. Yeah, you have a type advantage, dumbass! So the upcoming battle against Blue is one of the hardest in the series because you have a level 5 starter with a basic normal move and a stat down move against another level 5 Pokemon with a stat down move and a basic normal move. So that's pretty much equal, and there's no room for strategy. It's just tackle and scratch away and whatnot. So it's surprisingly evenly matched, and aside from the obvious Fire Red, Leaf Green, the only other game where you're not allowed to level up your Pokemon before you fight your rival for the first time is Platinum. So this is pretty much it. Ha! The 99.6 glitch kicked in. I'll explore a little bit more in depth what that glitch is when I have the time. But for now, I'm just, well, dealing a lot of damage. Oh, a critical! That's nice. We're gonna see a lot of those because of that stupid formula. I'm gonna get into that later too, when I have the time. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to use that potion. Ah, I hate when I have to do this. This is so shameful. I'm gonna put this up on the internet. I could have just easily loaded, but I guess it demonstrates how there's just no room for strategy in this. And if you didn't pick up that potion in the PC, you're pretty much fucked half the time. So yeah, I don't know why I said it was shameful. Maybe because I could have loaded or something, but nah, I don't feel like it. I got my ass kicked properly, but I still gotta level up and some experience. Yeah, go away, douchebag. Now I'm going to go see Mom again to heal me. Yeah, quick rest. That was quick. That's right. And now it's on to Route 1. So this guy here works at a Pokemart. Yeah, I remembered that one. And he gives me a potion. Oh, that's gonna compensate for the one I lost in the fight against Blue. And there. We got our first wild battle of the game, and it's against the Rattata. Now, I'm going to end this part after this battle, but there's still a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about during this part, but there simply wasn't enough time. I would have needed 20 minutes instead of 10 to cover all of that. So there are going to be a lot of parts later on which will be pretty much boring voids like Mount Moon, so maybe I can cover that there. So that's it. See you next time.